Hi, I'm JD, and what I'm going to be doing today is showing you 4 different problems, and they're all complex numbers, and they're all simplification. So if you would, pause the video and try to see if you can do these on your own. Alright, so it might be a little tricky at first on how to deal with this I problem, to deal with these complex numbers. With something like this, you just want to type it in. So you don't necessarily have to use parentheses, but whenever you have a minus sign that comes afterwards, yes, you have to use parentheses. So I'm just going to type it in as it is, parentheses, and then when I type in a negative, like this -7 right here, I have to make sure I use the negative sign, not the minus sign. It will come up as a syntax error. So -7 plus 5. Now I is right above the decimal. It's the decimal button, but you have to push, it's blue. So you want to push second first. So second, and then push the decimal key, which gives you I. Close the parentheses, minus, open the parentheses, -9 minus 11, second decimal, which gives you the I, and then close the parentheses, and then push enter. So my answer is 2 plus 16I. Alright, this next one, you're going to type in the same way, using parentheses, and then you have a square here, so then you would just square it. So parentheses 5, now it's a minus here, non-negative, so it's -2, and then I again, which is second, and then decimal key. Close parentheses, and then push the square button, which squares it, and that gives you your answer, which is 21 minus 20I. Now when you're doing a fraction like this, you want to put your numerator around in parentheses and then put your denominator in parentheses as well. If you don't, only part of it is going to be divided. So parentheses 2 plus 3 seconds I, close parentheses, divided by the bottom, the denominator. So open the parentheses, 2 plus seconds I, close parentheses, and then you get 1.4 plus 0.8 I. Now if I want to change these each to a fraction, with these it's really easy, but let me just use the converter key. So type in 1.4, math, and then just push enter. The little arrow means converting, so it's converting it to a fraction. And so that gives you 7/5 plus, and then 0.8, math, and then convert to a fraction again. That gives you 4/5, and then don't forget your I. And automatically it's going to be in standard form, which is a plus bi. Now what about this? This is a negative sign minus square root, and underneath that square root it's a -9, close parentheses, and then raise it to a 2. So how do you type that into your calculator? So parentheses, push the negative, since it's in front like this, means it's a -5. So -5 minus, square key is right next to the square button, so it's second, and then push x squared, which gives you the square root, -9. Now to get out of the radical, you want to push over, and then close the parentheses, and then square it. Now, once you do this, it's going to say error, no real answer. So you ask yourself, okay, do I have to do this by hand? And the answer is no on a TI-84. If you go to mode, TI-84, and then you go down a little bit where it says real, and then right next to it, there's an option that says A plus BI. Select it, and then push enter. So quit. Go back to your main screen. Now I'm going to highlight it, copy it, push enter, and then I'm going to push enter again, and look at that. 16 plus 30i. Nice. And that's how you can do complex numbers on your TI-84. And that